Welcome back to Hannity. We're on the road. We're in Saratoga Springs in New York for the hour. We have Ohio Governor John Kasich with us. He's the guest. All right. I have to ask you questions about your path, but I want to hear more your vision because I think we don't ask enough of that, and I think that's legitimate criticism. But you said you're giving the speech tomorrow, two paths. I asked you for a preview, and you ducked my question.
No.
No, I'm teasing.
Well, I mean, what
we started talking
I'm going to just talk about whether we're going to live in the ditch or whether we're going to come out of the ditch and realize the sun can come up.
You really, because maybe it's a part of me at times is always optimistic. We've been through a depression, world wars, 9/11. We've had great challenges as a country. We've overcome it. But I've never seen a time where Americans are so divided.
They are, but you know, I think, Sean, it gets to be about realistic solutions, a record that shows you can do it. But here's the other thing. You have to show people in the other party respect. You can't trash them. It's like, now look, we had the President of the United States do executive orders, which is way beyond what he should have done.
Illegal?
And secondly, well, it should be reversed, for sure.
Illegal,
I don't know
unconstitutional?
that I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but thank you. I'm not a lawyer. And then, you know, he does Obamacare without one Republican vote. And then let me tell you the other side of it. The President of the United States is making a speech at the State of the Union, and a Republican yells, "You lie," and then raises money the next day. You don't, this is America. We're not a parliamentary system. So I was with the Democrats last week, and I made a State of the State, and I asked the Senate leader, I said, "What do you want?" I said, "Don't give me crazy stuff, but tell me what you want." He gave me a couple things. I said, "I'm not going to do that, but I can do that, and I can do this, and I can do that." And no, we're not going to do that. And so what you have to do is you have to respect people in the other party. You don't have to agree with them, but I've got to tell you, we're going to have to invite some conservative Democrats in to help us. That's how you get Social Security done.
Can I play? We have to do it. Here's my retort. This is a president that called Republican social Darwinists. He said their plan is for dirty air, dirty water. You see the ads of Paul Ryan lookalikes throwing poor grandma over the cliff. If you're the nominee, whoever the nominee is, you're going to be called racist, sexist. You want dirty air, water. You want to kill grandma, and you want old people to fend for themselves. How do you deal with that? Because that's what they're going to do to you, and you're saying you got to get along with them.
Smile. And look, I got the guys in my own party doing it to me right now. Okay, no, I mean the thing is, you want to answer the charges, but you got to show the way. And look, this is stuff they did to Reagan. Remember, they said he was a grade D actor. He didn't. You just keep going with your stuff, one foot in front of the other, and you have to expect these kinds of things. But over time, you have to get people to respect one another. Remember, when Reagan was president, the Republicans didn't control the House. So he was able to get Phil Gramm, who was a Democrat at the time, and they came together. Here's what I think we need to do. Let's just take Social Security. You're going to have to tell Republicans and Democrats, we're going to stop screwing around with this. We're sacrificing our kids' future, and we're hurting grandma. We got to stop doing it, and you got to put a coalition together.
They already stole the money. It's gone. It's not in a lockbox.
No, I know that, but you know what? There is a way to fix Social Security, and I'll tell you what it is. If you've had a higher income throughout your lifetime, you will get Social Security, you will get less. For those that totally depend on it, they will get what they need. That's the answer to it. It's not that complicated.
So you're going to means test it, raise the retirement age.
I don't have to raise the retirement age. Just by means testing, I can get it done. But here's the thing. If the Republicans say they want to do it and the Democrats are going to demagogue, you'll never get it done, and vice versa. So you have to be able to pull people together, reasonable people. And one person once said about me is, "John, your greatest gift is you can get people to do what they know they need to do, but they don't want to do." Okay? You can
So you're going to get everybody to eat salad and work out?
Oh, no. Oh. What I'm saying is we can solve these political problems, but the problem is the war goes on. And there were so many times I had to appeal to people in my own party and the other party. We have to remember our legacy is building, not tearing down, Sean. You can get this done.
You mentioned...
I wouldn't run if I couldn't get it done. Why would I do this?
You mentioned in the last segment, you know, this is what the Lord wants us to do. And I know you to be a guy of deep faith. What does that mean in terms of how that inspires you? In other words, some people might take that as redistribute the wealth. That's not what you believe in.
No,
you believe in freedom and responsibility.
No, what I'm saying is you see three people who, except for the grace of God go I, who are sitting in wheelchairs, some that can barely move to even move the handles. Now, you don't have to be a believer. You can be somebody who's not a believer and still look, and we can't let them be in the shadows. We can't ignore them. That's not right. Everybody's made in the image of the Lord. Give them a chance. Give them a chance to rise. That's all. Now, how did we ever think? Seriously, Sean, look, my mother said it's a sin not to help people who need help, but it's equally a sin to continue to help people who need to learn how to help themselves. But in the context of that, look, to me, if you take the mentally ill, I would rather give them some help, get them on medication, and let them stand independent on their own 2 feet than have them live sleeping under a bridge or living in a prison. Now, where did it ever get to be about liberal? I'm saying to you, no, we don't want to redistribute.
Me, I didn't say that.
No,
I said liberals.
But people say that.
Yeah.
Look, redistribution of wealth is just dead wrong. The free enterprise system works. But to quote a great Catholic theologian, Michael Novak, a free enterprise system that's not underlaid by a decent set of values is bankrupt. That's not liberal. That's common sense. It's conservative, and it's right.